अबाउट मैनिफेस्टेशन, तो अब मेरा एक ही परसेप्शन है कि व्हाट इफ मैं भगवान जी से कम मांग लूँ, बिकॉज हम लोग जो सोचते हैं वही हम क्रिएट करते हैं, राइट? व्हाटएवर वी आर थिंकिंग वी आर क्रिएटिंग दैट. सो व्हाट इफ आई आस्क फॉर समथिंग लेस एंड यूनिवर्स वांट्स टू गिव मी समथिंग बिगर? सो व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दैट?
आई थिंक भगवान के पास कुछ कमी नहीं है देने की, ठीक है. इट ऑल कम्स डाउन टू व्हाट वी थिंक वी डिजर्व.
या
हमें पता है हमारे में पोटेंशियल है 1 मिलियन कमाने का, लेकिन अगर हम अभी 10,000 कमा रहे, 20,000 कमा रहे, हम वो सोच भी नहीं सकते, राइट? भगवान को पता है कि इसकी वैल्यू 1 मिलियन है, लेकिन ये अभी सोच ही नहीं पा रहा, तो इसको मैं अगर दे भी दूंगा तो एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं करेगा. तो वो बोलेगा यार ये मेरे पास कहाँ से आ गए, मैं दे देता हूँ किसी को, मैं कुछ कर लेता हूँ. They will be very overwhelmed. Right? So what, even coming to Saturn again, Saturn makes you mature to handle those situations. वो आपकी लाइफ में
it prepares you for that
prepares
success.
you, yes. तो सिमिलरली मैनिफेस्टेशन भी ऐसा है, जितना आपका बिलीफ सिस्टम एब्जॉर्ब कर सकता है उतना ही आपको मिलेगा. अगर आपका बिलीफ सिस्टम एब्जॉर्ब नहीं कर सकता, ये कल को आपको प्राइवेट जेट चाहिए, आपको नहीं मिलेगा.
तो ये जो कंडीशनिंग है, इस कंडीशनिंग को एक्चुअली में तोड़ना कैसे चाहिए? बिकॉज एवरीवन वांट्स टू बिकम रिच, एवरीवन वांट्स टू हैव दिस सक्सेसफुल लाइफ एंड एवरीथिंग, बट सब लोग उसी कंडीशनिंग में ही अटके पड़े हैं. दैट इज, इट्स द गेम ऑफ दिस पैटर्न दैट वी आर
the matrix, if you call the universe, if you call it.
Exactly. So how do we break that?
First of all, I think nobody is taught how to know themselves. जो हम स्कूलिंग भी करते हैं, कॉलेजेस हम जाते हैं, हम सब एजुकेशनल सिस्टम्स फॉलो करते हैं. Nobody is taught how should we, educate ourselves on how the universe works. सबसे पहली चीज है कि हम जितना लाइफ में जा रहे हैं ना, we are living on somebody else's beliefs. हम बच्चे थे, हमें किसी ने बोल दिया यार तुम ये नहीं कर सकते, ठीक है, हमने वो एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया और हमने सोचा हम कर ही नहीं सकते. that is why we never tried it the second time, ठीक है. So a lot of deconditioning needs to be done. हम बहुत कंडीशन हो चुके हैं अपने पेरेंट्स से, अपने टीचर्स से, अपने सोसाइटी से. वो deconditioning की, अच्छा go to that memory where you think कि इसने आपको ऐसा बोला था कि आप ये नहीं कर सकते, that you're not enough, or you're too fat, or you're too dumb, or XYZ. And then you dissociate from that memory. That okay, this is somebody else's memory put inside me. This is not mine. I can leave it. I can let it go. That brings a lot of power in your hands as well. कि यार मेरे अंदर पावर है कि मैं किसी भी मेमोरी से डिसोसिएट होकर उससे आगे बढ़ सकता हूँ. एंड देन यू फर्स्ट यू डिसोसिएट, फर्स्ट यू लेट गो, फर्स्ट यू कंडीशन योरसेल्फ, एंड देन यू रीअफर्म. You build faith little by little. So there is this thing that humans, we punish ourselves 1,000 times in our mind for our mistakes. Even जो जज होता है कोर्ट में, वो भी एक ही बार वो सुनाता है अपनी अर्जी और मतलब जो भी verdict है. हम 1000 बार as humans we punish ourselves over and over. So to get over that guilt, to get over that lost time and shame and embarrassment and everything, as वो belief, if you're not enough, if somebody has said it to you, वो belief भी solidify होने में time लगा था. Similarly, उसका opposite belief भी solidify होने में time लगेगा. Start with small things. Start trusting yourself. The easiest way to do that is if you're telling yourself कि अगर मैं आज 8 बजे उठूंगा, you wake up at 8 AM. So when you say something and you follow it, वो आपके ऊपर trust दोबारा बनाता है, and then you kind of try to solidify those beliefs. First, you need to trust yourself. The basic is this, because this also leads me to say that you need to ultimately become your own guru. Because there are so many chaotic things going on the internet.
Don't even get me started.
Yes, so there are so many chaotic, and a normal person, they can't differentiate.
Exactly.
They can't differentiate about it. It's the age of Aquarius. Everybody's talking about spirituality. Everybody is getting into spirituality. So to kind of have your own perspective in all of this energetic chaos, becoming your own guru is like a funda for me. That I need to tap into my own self. That I need to sit with myself without going on social media every 5 minutes. And dheere dheere, you kind of get to know who you are, what makes you feel good, what are you capable of. So once you start trusting yourself and believing that you're enough to receive and you're deserving to receive, manifestation becomes an everyday process. It's like co-creating with the universe. You say that I want this thing and I'm also going to work towards it. I'm not just wishing for it. It's not wishful thinking. I say that I want this. Let's say you are trying to manifest 1 million YouTube subscribers, right? And you're just thinking, acha, 1 million ho jaye, 1 million ho jaye, मैं manifest कर रहा हूँ, but you're not doing anything on the practical level, on the 3D, that you're not posting videos, you're not promoting your content, you're not collaborating, you're not being consistent, you're posting once in a month, you're not going to get million followers, you're not prepared to have it because you have not done the work. So it's co-creating. It's a symbiotic relationship with universe, with God, with anything that you believe in. It's not a one-way thing कि मैंने बोल दिया और वो हो जाए.
Right, but I also have another question related to this. So I met this guy and he was telling me about how he has been facing failures for last 15 years. And I have seen his work, like when I was talking to him, he showed me his work and everything, and he's being very consistent about it. Then what's your say? Like, is destiny playing its role? Karma.
Saturn.
Okay.
Now, when
so is it past life or this life?
Definitely past life.
Okay.
Nobody, see, all we have is under our control is our actions, our thoughts, our intentions. Nothing outside of that is under our control. And what we are facing right now is also created by us in one of the other past lives, right? Now, अगर ये होता है, Saturn अगर first house में हो, वो बहुत delays करवाता है, बहुत delays. So Saturn की placement कहाँ है, उसको figure out करना और उस चीज को accept करना. Maybe he's pushing against the resistance. Maybe he's doing something that he's not meant to do, but he's consistently doing it. Doing something in the wrong direction is also,
absolutely,
not a good path to success. So figuring out that, and if you're in the right path. For example, let's talk about Ratan Tata. He was abroad, he came back, and his Saturn is in his Pisces. Saturn in Pisces is working for nature, creating employment and serving the masses. He didn't figure it out, let's say, I think around 30, 36, I might be wrong here. He didn't figure that out for a long time, but when he returned, he created employment for masses. And you ultimately have to accept your destiny. You can't push against it. You can't resist it. So that placement also comes into play. It brings a lot of acceptance कि यार मैंने ही तो ये create किया था, अभी ये balance हो रहा है. इसको resist करने से better है मैं accept कर दूँ और surrender कर दूँ कि जो हो रहा है ठीक हो रहा है. So creating that resistance is going to bring बाहर तो जो हो रहा है वो success failure, that is another thing. जो अंदर हो रहा है, at least you have control over that resistance.
Right. And टॉकिंग अबाउट मैनिफेस्टेशन, तो यहाँ जैसे ही मैनिफेस्टेशन बोलते हैं तो बहुत सारे लोग डेली रिचुअल्स करते हैं, कैंडल मैजिक करते हैं एंड पता नहीं क्या क्या. सो इज देयर एनी लॉजिक बिहाइंड इट? इज देयर एनी साइकोलॉजी बिहाइंड इट?
सो देयर इज लॉजिक बिहाइंड इट बिकॉज हर्ब्स in a lot of system, let's say shamanic system, let's say witchcraft, let's say hoodoo, उन सब में herbs का बहुत important है. Cinnamon for wealth and abundance, clove for banishing and protection. All of these have a lot of significance. The problem is intention.
Okay.
अगर वो herbs नहीं भी होंगे, क्या आप अपनी wish manifest कर सकते हो? That's the point.
Exactly.
The herbs, or the candles or oils, they add a benefit to it. It's
like an add-on.
It's a bonus. If you're getting a salary, you get 5,000 rupees extra. It's a bonus. It's not the main thing. So now people are focusing more on these bonuses rather than the main thing of intention.
Got it.
So
how do you understand कि ये intention setting कैसे अच्छे से करना चाहिए? Because people might think कि यार मेरी intention तो एकदम ठीक है because I want to manifest this and my intention is this only. Now what's the block? So how to understand what is the block in our subconscious or our conscious mind when it comes to setting our intentions?
So first thing is belief system, which we already talked about conditioning and deconditioning ourselves. Okay. The second thing about intention setting is most people fail at manifesting because they depend on these techniques. You are the technique. These techniques are again a bonus. ठीक है? तो intention setting भी एक technique है. It is not the the main thing. You have to live to your intention every single moment of your life. You don't have to do it once a blue moon कि अच्छा आज full moon है, आज intention setting कर लेते हैं, अगले 15 दिन में manifest हो जाएगा, जादू है. It's not like that. You have to live in alignment with that intention. For example, अगर आपने intention डाला कि मुझे इस साल 20 किलो कम करना है या मुझे अगले 3 महीने में 8-9 किलो कम करना है, ठीक है, इंटेंशन आपने लिखा, मैनिफेस्ट कर रहे हो, फुल मून पे सब बढ़िया है. But then when it's time to go to the gym or when you have to do diet, खाना कम खाना है या healthier version पे adopt करना है, you skip it.
Yes.
It's not, you're not living in alignment with your own intention. You're not trusting your own self. You're telling your subconscious not to trust your own self, not to trust your own intentions. That creates the block. You set something, but you do the other thing. You create your own resistance, and then you blame techniques. Then you blame the universe. Then you blame God. कि यार मैंने तो आपसे ये मांगा था, आपने क्यों नहीं दिया मुझे?
Yeah.
You know.
And what do you think, like, is the significance of goal setting in our manifestation?
I think it's very important. You need to know what are you aiming towards. Most people are lost these days because they do not have any goals. They're tapping into the collective frequency of chaos and confusion कि मैं ये भी कर लूँ, मैं ये भी कर लूँ, मैं ये भी कर लूँ. What do you think is right for you? Not materialistically, but right for your soul. So goal setting, most people I see doing is for designer bags, it's for travel, it's for cars, it's for property. But to deserve all of this, what are you doing internally? Set goals very realistically for your soul. How can I ground myself every day? How can I meditate for 5 minutes every day? How can I find that routine? How can I be in gratitude every day? So I have these 5 fundas. I think Reiki may be here. I will not worry. I also have this as my wallpaper. I will not worry. I do
this prayer every day and it actually works like magic. Yeah.
You start seeing so many synchronities. You're always at the right place at the right time.
Yes.
So once you find goals for your soul, all of these designer bags, all of these travel, they become a byproduct. Why I manifest so easily, be it travel, be it luxury, be it anything, is because I live for my intentions. I work moment to moment with aligning myself back to it. If I'm feeling, also people think that it's spiritual bypassing. Coming to that as well. When you're feeling something, you need to feel it completely, but then you need to let it go. What people do, they don't feel it completely and they stick to it moment to moment. What that does is, you're rewiring your brain to think in that pattern. कि यार मेरे साथ ये हुआ या मुझे ये फील हो रहा है. वो एक टाइम पे फील सारा ना करके धीरे धीरे आप फील करते हो और आप अपने सबकॉन्शियस को बताते हो कि यार ये मेरे साथ हुआ, ये मेरे साथ हुआ, ये मेरी रियलिटी है. You're affirming to the opposite of what you want. So feeling it once. If let's say yesterday I had a bad day, I will not be like, oh I'm grateful, oh I'm this. I will say it's a shitty day. Accepting it कि हाँ यार अच्छा नहीं गया दिन.
And it's
and
okay.
then moving on.
Exactly.
And knowing that I'll get another day. It's okay. It's human. I'm not a robot. I can't be in gratitude, all of the time. Yeah, exactly.
Also about, like, let's say talking about people who are doing 9 to 5 job. Okay, now they're doing this and not everyone might believe in manifestation because वही एक pattern बन चुका है, एक set belief system बन चुका है that मुझ पे बहुत responsibilities हैं and I have to do this and that. मैं कहाँ से manifest कर पाऊँगा या कर पाऊँगी? So people do have this thing. I hear this a lot. So what do you have to say to them?
I think अगर आप बार बार अपने आप को ये रिपीट कर रहे हो कि मेरे
तो आप
पास
ऐसे ही वही चीज
क्या आप मैनिफेस्ट ही कर रहे हो यार. Every living breathing thing that you focus on, you're manifesting it. But you're just doing it unconsciously. That's the only problem.
It's that pain and pleasure principle.
Yeah.
जहाँ पे हमें उस pain में इतना pleasure मिलने लग जाता है कि वो हमारा एक comfort zone बन जाता है.
वो जो victimhood और वो suffering में you feel so comfortable, you do not want to get out of it.
And it's happening very subconsciously. Like लोगों को लगता है मुझे मजा नहीं आता, but if you
कहीं ना
really
कहीं you're
see,
feeling that
exactly.
victimhood.
Yeah.
You're, as I said, you always have a choice. So to feel comfortable in that victimhood is also a choice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes. Okay, so manifestation. We were talking about how it's more about our intent and everything. Do you think, like, is there any specific way where you can tell the viewers on how they can manifest success in their life? Is there any remedy that you suggest, or what do you suggest in your professional field?
I think gratitude is the most practical thing to do every day. It is the most basic thing to do today. Not just success in one area.
Yeah.
In everything that you do. In your relationships, in your career, in your married life, in your business, whatever you do. If you can practice 2 minutes of gratitude every single day, your life will change. And most people think it's a very small thing. ये तो सबने journals खरीदी हुई है, gratitude journal और ये कर रखा है. You don't need any external thing. You just need to close your eyes. You need to breathe into your heart, and you really need to feel, okay, I'm thankful for this. Thank you for giving this to me. I accept it, and I am open to accept more of it. Just doing that is way to miracles. Techniques or ये सब, all of us have done it. We stick to it once, it happens for us once, and then we lost track of it.
And does this candle magic thing actually works?
Yes, it does.
It does?
As I said, it's again a byproduct. The main thing of the practitioner, spellwork practitioner, candle practitioner, is the intention.
And it's white magic, right?
White magic, definitely. Anywhere you are not hurting somebody's will, ego, energy, it's white magic. Anytime you try to, you can manipulate your own energy, you can manipulate energy to travel somewhere, to do things around you, because you have that free will. You do not have the free will to interfere in somebody else's destiny. Yeah. Everybody is serving their own karma, our family is serving their own karma, friends, strangers, everybody is serving their own karma. So whenever you try to interfere with somebody, I honestly do not practice it, and I honestly do not recommend it.
And how to manifest the right thing? Because बहुत बार ऐसा होता है so that we think कि अच्छा universe मैंने तो ना आपको यही चीज़ बोली थी but आपने मुझे कुछ और दे दिया. Because but then we realize that probably we have been manifesting something which we do not want. So how to understand what we actually want to manifest?
See, I feel for this question, there are different versions of us. The year, अगर आप एक साल पहले की बात करो, अपनी खुद की बात करो, were you the same person?
Of course not.
So different
yesterday
versions.
मैं तो same person.
Exactly. So we keep evolving, and that's the whole point. So take manifesting as an experiment. That okay, that version of me wanted that, so it desired for that. And the other version of me, the future version of me, might want something else, and that's absolutely okay. There's nothing, I think, right or wrong in this. It's all about what we believe. Again, it comes down to belief of what we think we deserve. And I personally believe that your desire, anything you desire, it is bound to become your destiny. Now, when manifesting, I think for the long term. If you want to settle abroad, first of all, look to your astrocartography chart. And then you stick to it. You won't be like, अच्छा आप किसी को बता रहे हो कि मुझे ना वहाँ शिफ्ट होना है, ठीक है? किसी ने बोल दिया यार वहाँ तो ना क्राइम रेट ऐसा है, वहाँ तो ना ये है. Do not influence your intentions, influence your desires based on other people's energy, because you are not living their life, they are not living your life, you are living your own life. Focusing on your desires and accepting that different versions of me will want different things, and okay, because again, I'm human. I might do the good things, I might do the bad things, but accepting it and surrendering for the better, being open to receive more, and being open to receive what I deserve will be the best way to manifest.
Tell me about your greatest manifestation story. Something that worked for you like really well and something that did not work for you at all.
Okay, I have to think about that one. So this was an unconscious manifestation. Unconscious as in it wasn't the intent. So I started, this is about my personal relationships, okay. So I started solo dating back in 2020, and back at the time I was living in Bombay.
Yeah.
And I used to take myself out on dates, and I just created this such a wholesome relationship with my own self that I was confident going to cinemas alone. I used to sit at the beach.
I've done that too.
Yeah, so I created that wholesome relationship for, I think that was for 1.5, 2 years, something around. And right after I moved back to Delhi, I manifest this amazing aligned guy for me, who is just a physical manifestation of that wholesome relationship that I had with myself. I had it within me all along. It just manifested in terms of another person. So that was a unintentional manifestation.
Tell me about the intentional one.
So, intentional one, I manifested, the most recent one was I manifested a trip to Dubai for 2 weeks, and it was the bare minimum cost.
Really?
Yeah. And I had the
How much was
best
it?
time. So, a usual trip costs around, I think, 70 to 80 for a week.
More
in
than
Dubai.
that. Probably more than that.
I was there for 2 weeks and I only spent 50,000.
Huh?
And I shopped and I traveled and I chilled and I did everything I could. I've also manifested traveling for absolute free to Europe multiple times, not just one.
Yeah.
Because I wanted that, so the universe just gave me that opportunity. Either I was sponsored in some way, or a company called me for a week or 2 weeks to work with them abroad. So I manifest crazy things. One was this most recent one, a trip for 2 weeks for only 50,000.
Yeah, that was actually good.
Yeah.
And what was that one incident or one manifestation that did not work for you?
I have to think hard for this.
Probably it might have given you a lesson or something related to manifestation.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't, I mean, it's like an experience for me, so I wanted to have a teacher. Because as I said, I'm a big time researcher. I learn things on my own, but for some subjects, you need to have a teacher. You can't do it for yourself. So I wanted to manifest the perfect teacher for me. Okay. Amazing personality, knowledge, wisdom, friendly, all of those things. But somehow I got into a trap of a so-called fake teacher, where instead of helping me, they kind of exploited me and my energy and used it to drain me.
How can you tell us?
For example, I still am, but back in the days, let's say 2 years back, I was a big time money manifester. Like if I want a lakh, I will, literally
Manifest
do it,
it,
within a week. So that was my kind of energy. Now, when I was manifesting this teacher, that was my energy, and right after this, when I got into contact with them and when I started taking sessions with them, my energy was so drained always. Money was just, अगर किसी को payment करनी होती थी ना, वो बोलता था अच्छा मैं बाद में करूँगा. The energy flipped 180. And I didn't recognize it in the period. It was, I think, 6-month kind of period where I was working with them, and then everything flipped. And that was kind of a experience for me to not manifest specific or certain people. Rather than just leave it to the universe कि अच्छा अगर कोई आ रहा है, accept it, but to also trust my own energy. I was so I put people on pedestals when they have more experience than me. Yeah, so I was conned in that way that they robbed of my energy. Money though is like a different thing, but they conned me of my energy, which is my most sacred thing.
Yes.
And that was a lesson for me, and it took me more than, let's say, 6 months to get out of the whole experience.
You remember that Goa incident I was talking about, that this whole feminine workshop?
Yes.
Exactly the same thing happened with me. That's why I suggested you not to go there.
Oh,
exactly the same thing
And
happened.
something very similar to this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, let's finish. Okay, one more thing about manifestation. Can you give us a few affirmations related to if we want to manifest something and if we want to break that conditioning?
So first
Let's
of all,
say about, okay, there are certain things that I have in my mind for money.
Okay.
Okay, for relationship.
ठीक है.
For kids who get bullied in school, kids who are lacking confidence, and even the people who do not believe in manifestation and they have, so I call them lazy ambitious people
Good one.
who have certain ambitions, but at the same time they are so much into their conditioning that they end up doing this job or something that they don't like doing. So give us a few affirmations.
So starting from the first one, money. Now, first of all, just a disclaimer: all of these affirmations will feel fake in the beginning because your belief system is very foreign to these affirmations. Okay, but again, you need to stick to it for long term. You need to commit to yourself. For money, money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I make money while I sleep.
Yeah.
People love giving me money. Money is my best friend. Money is chasing me everywhere, anywhere. Money is obsessed about me. So I feel whatever you're trying to manifest, think of it as a person and then feel like they want you more than you want them. So money is obsessed with me. Money loves coming to me everywhere and anywhere. It's my best friend. It responds to my energy. I want it and it just flows into my life. I make it while I sleep. I do not have to work for money. So yeah, the second one was for relationships. For relationships with whom? With self, with
let's say with partner and also with parents.
Okay, so let's start with the partner. If somebody is single, I am in the most aligned relationships. I always get the most lovable people comprehend and understand me, and I deeply trust and respect them, and they do the same for me. I am valued in my relationship. I am seen in my relationship. I'm validated in my relationships. I can be myself authentically in my relationships. I can be honest without any fear, without any volatile moments. It's okay for me to be vulnerable. My relationship is my safe space, and my partner is always there to support me. Coming for parents depends from, what kind of family.
So if people, let's say there are a lot of people who are coming from a very abused family, or let's say they are wanting to heal their relationship with their parents, they are wanting to work and they are getting the equal amount of efforts from their parents as well. So here what they can use.
I am in the same frequency of healing as with my parents. My parents respect me. My parents give me space. I give my parents space. We are aligned to be with each other. We are destined to be with each other. We are in a harmonious relationship with each other. We respect and we validate each other. We have aligned experiences together. We go on aligned trips together. We have an understanding of each other's needs, and we love each other. We support each other. So, yeah.
The next one, which one was it? Bully, yes.
Kids who are bullied.
Yes.
So for them, I think taking their power back. So what bullying does is you give your power to somebody else. And mostly what happens is kids are not talking about it to anyone. It kinds of imprint on the subconscious. I think all of us have gone through bullying at some point. I have gone through it personally. So first of all, I think speaking out to somebody, telling what you really feel, what's happening to you, that's going to liberate you, and then taking your power back. I have my life under control. I am in my power. I am in my own energy. I do not allow anybody's energy to interfere with me. I create this protective shield around me to support me, to protect me, to guide me. and I am aligned with my highest experiences. I am aligned with the highest people. I am safe, I am protected, I am secure, and feeling that in their heart. I will speak up because I am worthy. This also comes down to a lot of worthiness. Most people, when they are bullied, they do not speak up because they think they're not worthy. Or they do not deserve to take up space. So I deserve to take up space. I take up space in my life anywhere and everywhere I go, and they also need to create this protective bubble around them and then speak this affirmation, so energetically they're aligning all of their experiences.
And kids who are lacking confidence, not just kids but everyone
lacking confidence. So confidence comes a lot from a solar, right? So I am my most confident version. I walk into a room and I shine. I love taking up space. People love looking at me. I adore myself. So what happens with confidence is people do not take up space because they, again, don't think they're worthy of taking up space. So even while repeating these affirmations, the confidence affirmations, if you can look yourself in the mirror and really feel that you deserve to take up space, that when you walk into a room, people want you to be there, right? So I deserve to take up space. I have all the power in my hands. I am confident. I am adored. People love being in my energy. My energy is precious. My energy is so sacred that people have to take appointments with me. I am the luxury in people's life. I am a luxury for myself. And I am confident anywhere I go at all times, no matter how I look. My energy is my USP. So yeah, I have a harmonious relationship in my marriage. People validate me. My husband sees me. My wife sees me. We understand each other and we have each other's back. I am appreciated for my efforts, big or small. I am seen for my efforts, and my husband, my wife, they love reciprocating my efforts. They value me. They give me presents. People who like presents. We spend beautiful and romantic moments together. We have peace in our life. We have peace as we sleep. We are supported in all that we do with all the people around us. My husband, my wife loves me and they deeply, deeply care for me, no matter if they respond to me or not at the moment. And they are understanding of whatever I am going through, and they hold space for me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
So, another thing that I want to ask is, can affirmations actually work with psychic attacks also? Like if we are, right?
Definitely.
So we won't require any kind of remedy or something?
No. There are, so many people come to me for this as well. Now, why I think psychic attack happens with people, because even in their 3D life, in their regular life, they have lack of boundaries. So in spirit world, the spirit world also has laws. No angel, no demon, no soul, spirit, anything can communicate to you without your own, saying yes to that,
Yeah.
So when you have lack of boundaries in your real life, it will somehow transform into your astral as well. So they can't, even whenever we want support from angels, we say that I want you to intervene and interfere in my life. So we give them permission. No spirit can come into contact without a permission. You somewhere subconsciously or consciously have given permission to them. So when you want to protect yourself, if you're lucid dreaming a lot, if you're astral projecting without your own will, or if there are psychic attacks and you can sense spirits or feel spirits, you need to say clearly and loudly, and you need to visualize a bubble. And somewhere when I analyze people's aura, there are cords going out of that bubble. That is the leak of energy. So you need to visualize a very complete sphere. There are no cords going out, no cords coming in, and you say that I do not allow anybody in my energy without my own permission. I am protected, I have boundaries, and also start practically creating boundaries with other people.
Yes.
Physically. That is how, the energy transference happens.
Very true.
So, yeah.
All right. Now, talking about vision boards.
Oh, I love them. I love them. I have multiple.
You do?
I love them.
How to create it? You were saying something.
Yeah, so I used to create it on like physical boards.
Oh.
But I got bored of it. So now I have Pinterest boards.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know what changed or what happened. My physical vision boards used to take some time to manifest. But my Pinterest boards are like I have I think in December 2029, I made a vision board on my Pinterest and I added Dubai in it. And that happened in February itself.
Wow.
So it is again the intention, why you want to have an experience.
Yes.
Your vision board is the kind of experiences you want to have and not just materialistic.
And why you want to have.
Yes, why you want to have that experience. Why did I want to go to Dubai? Because I wanted to experience the luxury lifestyle. I want to see people of all ethnicities at one place. Because Dubai is kind of right now the hotspot for the world. You can see Europeans, you can see the US people, Indians, Asians, all kinds of people. So I wanted to experience that kind of collaborative high frequency energy that you see. Dubai is so luxurious because that collective energy is so high frequencied. So I wanted to experience that for myself. So vision boards 100% work. Again, depends on why you want to have an experience. Whenever you're sticking a picture or adding a picture to your board, just consciously think, why do I want this? Know the why behind it. Don't just take a Gucci bag randomly.
Exactly.
You know?
And like why as an actual why, because बहुत बार what happens is, I'm doing this because I want to become famous, but why you want to become famous is also another intention setting, right? One is when you just want to seek some kind of validation, and one is something where you actually want to serve, or you know, walk on that purpose of yours. So that why is actually
it's very important. And there is nothing as good or bad in vision boards. People want to experience luxury. So if you're sticking a Gucci bag, do not think I want this materialistically. Do not think I want to be in a frequency of luxury where it is not just this one bag that I get. Everything that I get is luxury because I want to experience it and I deserve luxury. Again, comes down to deserving something. Most people think I will have this one bag and oh my god, my life will change. It's how you experience that, you know, getting the process of getting a luxury bag, a designer bag, is all about going to the store, feeling comfortable at the store where everybody around you is a millionaire and you are, let's say, not by then, and then you have to buy something. What is your energy right there, right then? That's the process, that's the experience that we need to focus on more than that small bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how to create one? Like, how can we create a vision board?
I think I do it on Pinterest. You can print out pictures also from Pinterest or Google. Search what you want to have as an experience, and then just you will know it. When you see an image, it will spark something inside you. You will be like, oh my god, I love this. If it's like a home you're trying to manifest, and the vision you have is floor to ceiling windows. You will see multiple pictures, but there will be this one. You'll be like, oh my god, I want to live here. I want to have this view. So that thing that sparks something inside you, that's the picture. For any experience you want to have or any image you want to put into your vision board.
And we can just put like randomly, or is there any particular structure or any particular
I do it
way?
randomly. So you can have different sections. Let's say you have 6 sections: the health section, the career section, the money section, the family, the friendship, the relationship, and some miscs section. Also, I've stopped calling vision boards. I've started calling it reality board. So even in my Pinterest, I have saved reality board 2023, reality board 2024. It's my reality. I just have a little time to experience this. It's not in the future. It's not a vision that I have. Visions are mostly wishful thinkings. So I started calling them reality board. This is my reality. It'll just take a month to manifest probably.
Oh wow, that's so effortless.
It's effortless for me. I don't have to work to get there. It's already in my frequency.
Absolutely. And do you think this has like something to do with the Devi that you worship also?
Definitely not revealing my Ishti here, but she is a luxurious one. So yes, definitely the grace of Devi has always been there. As I also speak about free will, this is my relationship with her is also created through one of the past lives, through my own free will, and that is just reflected upon this lifetime. So definitely, even when we talk about Kamakhya, she is the Ichha Purti Devi.
Yes.
Whatever you ask her is bound to manifest. And this was the second time I visited her. I was there last year. And what I told her, you know, that okay, this is what I'm struggling with, this is somewhere you can help me. And again, coming to, you have to build a friendship or a love relationship with any deity, rather than thinking of that they're sitting in some sky and putting them on some kind of pedestal. एक वो relationship बनाना है where you, as I'm talking to you, you talk like that with your...
Humanizing your relationship with the deity.
Exactly, beautifully put. So humanizing your relationship with any deity will honestly transform your life. If you take away anything from this, humanize your relationship with your God, with your deity, with the universe. Give them this place where you can talk to them anytime, anywhere, not just when you go to the temple.
Yeah.
So that is very, very important. And coming to Kamakhya again, anything I've told her that, okay, this is something I'm working on, this is something you can help me with, I'm struggling here, everything has come true. So having that grace, it's her blessing, it's not something that I have any part in, it's her blessing 100%. And accepting that grace, not thinking, oh, I don't deserve this, not repelling her grace.